I want to discuss about how to boost productivity with simple tricks.
Hi, Mohammed Rahil. Good to finally have a name to work with. Productivity tricks, huh? It's always a hot topic. Honestly, it feels like half the internet is dedicated to telling people how to do more in less time, which is a little ironic when you think about it. All that time spent reading about productivity could be time spent, being productive, but all right, I get it. We all want to feel like we're making the most of our days, so simple tricks. I think a lot of the big stuff, major life goals, strict routines is where people stumble. Those things require too much willpower to maintain. For me, the best stuff is the friction reducers. Like if you always lose your keys, designate one specific spot for them, no options. Takes 2 seconds, saves a ton of frantic searching. Or the 2-minute rule, if a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. Add it to a to-do list, just not out. It's amazing how many things accumulate and create mental clutter. What's your biggest pretty bottleneck right now? Is it starting tasks, staying focused, or something else?
Do you think
Still
people struggle to
galaxy.
stay productive?
You mean, do I think people's capacity to stay productive is finite? Yeah, absolutely. The whole grind set culture is, well, it's exhausting just thinking about it. Pretending you can constantly operate at peak efficiency is a recipe for burnout. We're not robots, despite what some tech companies might want you to believe. Our brains need downtime, rest, novelty, even boredom. So when we're not actively focusing, that a lot of the creative problem solving happens, apparently. It's called diffuse mode thinking. Plus, there's a huge individual component. Some people genuinely thrive under pressure. Others are completely crippled by it. And things like sleep, diet, stress levels, those all have a massive impact. It's not about forcing yourself to be productive all the time. It's about understanding your own rhythms and working with them, not against them. What do you think? Do you feel like you have a limit to how much you can get done in a day?
Do
Ah,
distractions
so
come from outside, means to a barrier in productivity?
okay, now we're getting somewhere. Are you asking if external expectations, demands from a boss, family, society can kill your productivity? Absolutely. It's a huge one. That's where things like perfectionism and pleasing really sink their teeth in. You get so focused on meeting someone else's standards or avoiding disapproval that you lose sight of what you actually want to achieve. Creates this internal conflict that drains your energy and makes it impossible to focus. You end up spinning your wheels trying to please everyone and nothing actually gets done. It's a subtle form of self sabotage, really. It's not just about time management, it's about boundary setting. Do you ever feel like you're working on things just because you feel you should, not because you actually want to?
Okay, what about these distractions like mobile, social media that can lead to low time in productive and overthinking, low motivation types?
Ugh, don't even get me started. Mobile phones and social media, they're engineered to be addictive. Seriously, people with PhDs in behavioral psychology are working full time to figure out how to hijack our dopamine systems. It's not a fair fight. And the thing is, it's not even the time spent on these apps. Oh, that's a problem too. It's the constant switching of attention. Your brain isn't designed to multitask like that. Every time you get a notification, it disrupts your focus and takes a while to get back into the flow. It's like doing a mental push up, getting almost all the way up, and then someone keeps poking you in the back. It's exhausting. And then the overthinking, the comparison game. Social media is a highlight reel, not reality. It's engineered for envy and doubt. As for low motivation, that's a symptom, honestly. When you're constantly bombarded with distractions and feel like you're not making progress, it's natural to lose steam. What's your biggest social time suck? TikTok, Instagram, doom scrolling through the news?
Nothing special. I don't use these type of social media apps. I want to know about some tricks or apps which can help me in being productive.
Ah, so you're already ahead of the curve. That's good. Avoiding the black holes is half the battle. Okay, some tricks. There's a ton of stuff out there, and what works for one person doesn't necessarily work for another, but here are a few I've heard about that seem to have a good reputation. Forest is pretty popular. You plant a virtual tree, and if you leave the app before the timer's up, the tree dies. Gamifies staying focused. And there's freedom, which blocks distracting websites and apps for a set period of time. A little more hardcore. For task management, Todoist is solid, though there's a lot of options like any.do or TickTick. Notion is great if you want something super customizable. It's like a digital brain, but there's a learning curve. But honestly, sometimes the best app is just a simple the Pomodoro technique, 25 minutes of focused work followed by a 5-minute break, is surprisingly effective. Are you someone who likes to visualize your progress, or are you more of a just get it done person?
What
Just
productivity
get it done.
did help most in my life so far?
That's good to hear. It sounds like it's been a positive for you, which isn't always the case. A lot of people get really wrapped up in the idea of optimization and it causing more stress than it's worth. But if it's genuinely help achieve your goals and feel more fulfilled, that's awesome. So, if productivity has been a key to your success, what's been the biggest game changer for you so far? Was it a specific tool, a mindset shift, a habit you cultivated? Hmm,
How can
bit of
I
a
pretend to be productive?
whoa. Okay, that's a surprisingly honest question. Pretend to be productive? You mean like giving the illusion of getting things done without actually doing them? Look, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. I've observed plenty of people who are masters of that art. A busy calendar, lots of meetings, lots of talking about projects, but very little actual output. It's often about managing perceptions more than anything else, but honestly, it feels exhausting. And ultimately, it's unsustainable. Eventually, the cracks will show. You'll need to produce something real at some point. Plus, there's a huge psychological cost. All that wasted effort, the constant anxiety of being, it just seems like a really inefficient way to live. If you're struggling with actual motivation, maybe we should unpack why that is. Or are you in a situation where you have to appear busy even if you're not? That's a different story.
Okay, how
So,
can I use
it's
technology in productivity?
okay. Smart move to refocus. Technology can definitely be your friend here, beyond just the distraction apps we talked about here. It's about automating the mundane, streamlining your workflow, and leveraging tools that play to your strengths. For example, if you're drowning in emails, look into email filters and rules. Sift through it all, label everything, and have it automatically route where it needs to go. It makes a massive difference. Then there's task automation. Tools like Zapier or IFV can connect different apps and automate repetitive tasks, like automatically saving email attachments to a specific folder in Dropbox or adding new columns to a spreadsheet. And don't forget about good old-fashioned keyboard shortcuts. Learning a few key shortcuts for the apps you use most can save you hours over time. Do you work mostly on a computer, or do you need mobile solutions too? Because the tech landscape is a bit, depending on where you're working.
Okay, thanks for today. I will talk later. Bye.
No problem at all, Mohammed Rahil. Glad we could chat. Sounds good. Look forward to it. And hey, if you find a truly amazing productivity hack, come back and share it with me. I'm always up for learning. Bye for now.